Hey guys, Super Dave here. Today we're going to talk about an exciting subject that a lot of people want to hear about. It's the no money down deal. I've been doing this deal for 30 years. I've done over 20 houses this way. And the beauty of the no money down deal is walking into a closing, buying a cash flow student rental, and you bring no money to the closing. And I've already done a video on the no money down deal that you can look at right here. But today what I'm going to talk about is getting face to face with the seller and having the confidence and the knowledge to convince them to do the no money down deal for you. There's a real art to talking to the seller and explaining how you want to pull this off. It's very confusing to people, and I'm going to go through the process with you today. Now, before you even get in front of the seller and before you do the no money down deal, you need to know what you're talking about. You need to know the structure of the deal. The important thing is, before you get in front of a seller, you need to know your numbers. There's two sides to the numbers. There's the expense side. So you go and look at the cost of the mortgage, the cost of the taxes and the insurance, and that's what it's going to cost you to hold that house and to own it over time. Then the second part of the numbers are, what is the rental income? How much can you get per bedroom and how much can you rent that house out for? So once you know the expenses and the income and you know you're going to get cash flow, now you have the confidence to go back to the seller and give your speech on the no money down deal. Now, another little trick I have is, I will look at a house that a seller has for, say, $1,500. It's a typical 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Now, I will go in there and say, I'm going to put students in here. First of all, they're going to pay more money per bedroom. The second thing is, I know how to add bedrooms legally to a house. I'll look at basements, I'll look at attics and garages, and where can I add 1 or 2 more bedrooms? Now, with that knowledge under my belt, I'm ready to go talk to the seller. I have stood in kitchens and on decks of houses for over 30 years talking to sellers about the no money down deal. And here's what I say to somebody. I'll look at them and say, hey, you're asking $250,000 for your house. I'm willing to give you a full price offer on your house. Now that gets them excited, and that's a good way to start off. In their brain, they're saying, this guy is going to give me full price for my house. He's not going to haggle me, and he's not going to negotiate. Now, the reason I can pay this $250,000 is because what I said earlier. You know your numbers. You know that is the right price to pay for the house. And now you have to do the hard part. You have to tell the seller that you want a loan from them. And this can be very confusing to a seller. They're asking $250,000 for their house. You tell them you're going to get an 80% loan from the bank and you're going to bring $200,000 to the closing table. Now you have to say to them, I need a loan from you for $50,000. Sometimes a seller will think, how am I going to give you $50,000? Now you need to step back and look at how this happens. They're asking $250,000 for their house. When they go to the closing table, they only get $200,000 that day. So you short them $50,000. That's how you come up with the $50,000 number. And that's where they gain their interest, and that's where they gain their benefit. And this $50,000 loan that the seller gives you personally is called a promissory note. And I'll go into more detail about this loan in another video, because it really is the center of the no money down deal. In the seller's eyes, all they care about is, what is in it for me? How am I going to benefit? So you break down this $50,000 loan for them. You tell them that you're going to pay them monthly on this loan. In 5 years, you're going to go in and refinance the house and pay them off. The loan will be over in 5 years. And the beauty of the second mortgage loan is the seller is going to collect interest from you monthly. So to crunch the numbers on that, if they loan you $50,000 over a 5-year period, they're going to gain $11,872 in interest that they get to put in their pocket. This is the type of stuff that's going to wake somebody up and have them listen to you. They're going to make more money. So they're selling a house for $250,000, and at the end of the day, they're going to collect $261,872. So they collect the $250 that you pay them, and they get $11,872 in interest. They're going to make more money selling their house to you than anybody else. So the creativity of the no money down deal is speaking to the seller. Let them know all the money they're going to make. That's all they care about. Now, the second phase of when you're talking to a seller and trying to get them to do the no money down deal for you is to bond with them and get to know them and let them get to know you as a person, because they're getting ready to loan money to somebody. Put yourself in their shoes. This is somebody they need to trust, they need to like, and they need to know you're going to pay them back and you're going to pay them off in 5 years. So it's really hard in the beginning, I'm going to be honest with you. When you first speak with somebody and you're doing your first, second, third deal, you don't have a lot of experience and you don't have a lot of references, but you have to start somewhere. I remember my very first no money down deal. I was nervous and the lady told me no right to my face. She called me back 2 days later, said she had talked to her CPA, she wanted to gain interest on the loan, and she accepted my no money down deal. So you just have to keep trying. And over time, once you get a couple deals under your belt, you'll be able to sit in front of a seller and say, I have a sheet of references. These are people I have done deals with in the past. I always pay on time. I always pay people off when I say I will, and you will have a track record. So this speech with the seller is very important. You're trying to build confidence. And some of the first times I did a no money down deal, I would practice at home. I would talk to my wife or somebody in the family and I would practice my speech, because this is very important. It's confusing to people and it's new to them. So practice what you have to say, walk in with confidence, and see if you can come out with a no money down deal. So I hope this video has helped you out. Hope you have the confidence to get in front of a seller and present your no money down deal. I really appreciate your time today. Please subscribe to my channel so I can reach out to more people. And remember, in your day, do the most productive thing every moment of every day.